Most roofers are doing SEO the wrong way. How do I know? Because I've been doing this for 16 to 17 years and I've talked to 10,000 roofers over that length of time. So today I'm going to share with you some things about what search engine optimization is and some things you can do to fix it, things we do here, and go over it real quick. For those of you who don't know, my name's Nolan Walker. I'm the owner of Roofing Webmasters. I'm the owner of DataPins. I'm sitting in Fort Worth, Texas, with a team of people that have helped roofers for many years now. So we'll get into some stuff. Most roofers still focus on like keywords and stuff like that and look at it pretty simplistically. Put up a website, do SEO, and get reviews. And it's just not enough anymore because Google and AI are looking at you as an entire digital brand, and they are grading and judging those brand signals compared to other people to determine who shows up in ranking. And it's expanded a little bit. So it's not complicated for us with the help that we do with it, and I'll get into it in a minute. But you can't ignore the website or, social media if you expect to compete in a very competitive marketplace, which pretty much all roofers are in. I think in North Texas, we might have, 10,000 roofers. And so the good news is almost nobody does this properly. I say we're like the only needle in the haystack, in my opinion, for what we do. We literally built software called DataPins to help you guys accomplish this stuff. And from a keywords perspective, we're unbelievable at it. So you can do it because so few people do it properly. And it is very frustrating for me at 53 years old, and my Sisyphus stone of pushing up and down the hill is basically telling people you should market and you should market well. And then roofers going, I don't know, should I market well? Well, yeah, you should, because it's really worth a lot to be high up in ranking, Google Maps, Google Organic, AI Organic. Of course, you should market well. And I don't know why people don't think about it. When I explain it like this, I've done it so long, I think it makes sense to people. But man, you should fight for it. And you don't realize what I realize, that 98% of them aren't fighting well at all. And so people put up websites and really do a poor job and get reviews and go, oh, Google and ChatGPT just don't like me. No, you don't deserve to show up in ranking based upon the algorithmic factors they're looking at you upon and grading against other people in the marketplace. That's all. And it's not that complicated. So let's get into a little bit more stuff. The website's got to be great. I would never ask you to pick 5 keywords or 10 or 20 or 50. This is not 2011 where we're showing, calling up somebody in India and getting backlinks for the best roofer in Dallas. Those days are not here. We might still do a little bit of linking for domain authority very cautiously or citations, but that's not how it works. The keywords are inherent within the content structuring of the website. So if you want to show up for asphalt shingle, have a page. You want to roof insurance claims, get a page for it. TPO, EPDM, PVC, have pages for them separately, right? Mod bit, tile, standing seam, have pages for it. But it doesn't stop there, because you're a digital brand and you're needing to distribute the brand signal without violating Google Webmaster guidelines while creating a good user experience. It's very difficult to get someone to help you with it. But that's why the labor's done here, not because I'm pro Texas and everything, which I am, but because you get graded upon the labor and I can't ship it out of the country and get the type of labor you need, so you get the grade you deserve to show up in ranking. So it's all very important that it happen together. Now, how do you distribute a brand signal without having to pay somebody to sit in the office and do nothing but social media, which may not get you many phone calls? Yet it's important because it's a third-party search signal and part of the overall brand. So today, you don't want to ignore macro items because the algorithms of Google and all AI is judging these things. And you can't be just letting a lame duck website sit up there and get reviews and expect to get call volume, which, by the way, is the best from Google Maps and Organic and AI Organic, instead of having to pay for clicks, which is usually a rough ROI. So how can you deserve to show up in ranking? Well, have a fabulous website with regular changes coming into it that are a good user experience and distribute the brand signal. So DataPins, you can literally tag every roof you're on or every roof you've been on a year ago if you have the address and a photo. And it literally does a geo coordinate that's wrapped in schema and says, we were here. this customer may not leave me a review, but I worked on a Brava barrel tile or Da Vinci slate or a CertainTeed asphalt shingle. And it was right here. And here's some unique photos, which they can tell and grade and count benefit for being a unique photo. We put alt tags on them and all that. And a video with the words redone with AI, 2 sentences, and they nest underneath the category, asphalt shingle, tile to tile, metal to metal, TPO to TPO. And then that grows content and keywords into the hundreds. So keywords are fantastic. I want primaries and I want all the other stuff. Somebody looking for a type of GAF shingle or Atlas or Malarkey or CertainTeed, I want to see that. I want to show up, sure. Why wouldn't I want to show up for that? If they're looking for a stainless steel metal or something, I want to show up for anything they might type in. And so it gives you the ability to, you can't put this in blog format and trick them on something that's inane, horrible content. It'll actually cause a penalty. But you can nest it underneath there, which again, we've worked on this forever, and say, oh, he works on this exact situation. So it can increase the keyword at that point. And then the keywords deserve to show up in ranking because of everything going on with the brand. And whether or not somebody calls you from YouTube, every time you do a video, DataPins automatically is synced to your YouTube page and gets you a post. Google and the AI algorithms spider it, and the brand becomes stronger and deserves to show up in ranking. That's how this stuff works. And I can explain it to you because we literally do it. Now, it's frustrating for me sometimes that competitors will listen to me and say similar things. They don't have the tools or the resources or people to actually perform it. That's where your frustration comes in. Now, Google or ChatGPT can't tell the lies that were told to you by an SEO. They only see the brand and the digital brand signals. And so if that actually happened, you dominate your market because 98% of roofers don't do this properly. There's very little competition, proper competition, to be graded against people. A lot of roofers around, but almost no one doing things properly. Guys, I've done this forever. We'd so like to be of assistance and help you with it. Call us when you're ready. I'm Nolan Walker. I look forward to hearing from you.